You have to learn her language, not us.
Obviously, your roster's quite robust, really, in terms of all the different hero pools. This is now maybe a different situation for you, where in season one, you ended up being, I guess, the big dog in the relationship and getting most of the playtime over Hopper. And then season two, it was just you, so you got 100% of it. But then
Yep.
season three, Fury comes in. Obviously, Fury, a very talented player. How did you feel? What were your expectations when you get told, "Hey, we're signing Fury"? Is it a
Yeah,
part of you that's
sure.
like, "Oh, this guy's pretty good at Diva. Wait, I play Diva."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we had the same hero pool, so I was like, oh shit, that's gonna be tough, right? Because even though we're on the same team, it's like Formula One. You are not really teammate with your teammate because we are both competing for the same spot. So yeah, that was tough. Like during the off season, Roston talked to me and it was like, maybe we're gonna sign Bernard, which is like from the academy team. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, he's a really good guy and he's really good at the game. And then I think he had like an opportunity with Fury. And he's like, actually, Poko, we're gonna sign Fury. And I'm like, oh shit, that's difficult. Because the guy is of course amazing at the game, so but yeah, I mean I still was practicing hard and giving it all. But yeah, it's a little oof, tough to tough to digest.
Yeah, and I guess the way most of the season ends up going is it is Fury playing more often than not.
Yeah, I think I remember playing at the beginning of the season and then towards the end no more.
Yeah, I think a similar thing because there was a point as well. I guess the same sort of thing happened to Boombox at a similar time where
Yeah.
Alarm started playing, and again a similar situation where I don't think you or Boom were ever bad or got worse or stopped improving, but Alarm and Fury are really elite at their roles. Very tough competition.
Yep, of course.
So how do you adjust from doing this to just sort of being on the back burner and having to play like a supporting role to him as the
Yeah,
season
I
goes on?
mean I don't really mind to be fair. I'm don't really like to practice to be fair. Like I like playing Overwatch, right? But practicing like 4 to 6 hours a day with the team, then 2 or 3 more by yourself. This is like a little bit too much, huh? I'm getting like what 23, 24. I'm like, oh shit, hey, hey. So I get benched and I'm like, okay, I mean, not too bad. I'm just gonna go to the facility, see people, do jokes, and hang around. You don't need to hard focus, bite your nail that you're stressed out, and just chill out. So I'm like, okay, sure. But yeah, I'm just hanging out. And I remember this season, we had like a lot of Koreans, KDG, Moby, and Hisu, Sado, Fury, and there was a little mafia inside the team, like the Korean mafia and the English speaker mafia. And yeah, we try to like stick around and but yeah, that was tough for us European people. I remember that roster. I think only Astro was speaking English and everybody else was like speaking Korean towards the end. So yeah, tough times.
Was this a problem ever? Because obviously, season one and season two, it's you have a same situation where there's like a Korean portion of the team and a Korean coach as well, or a Korean speaking coach. Did it ever happen in the previous seasons as well, where you'd sort of get like a bit of a divide between the sort of West and East?
No, never. I mean, season one, I think we had like 4 Koreans, which is not enough to be a team, so they have to learn English,
Oh,
and
you were
Carpe
the
English
Mafia
was,
season one then.
yeah, you have to learn our language, not us. So yeah, you just speak English and deal with it. And season two, no, as well. Everybody was speaking English pretty well. But yeah, season three, the mafia took over, the Korean mafia, too strong.
So I think probably a lot of people have experienced. I'd probably wager that most people who have played on a mixed team have experienced some form of this, where one side gets stronger than the other and maybe wants to only play with the Korean players or vice versa.
Mhm.
How do those sort of things then play out in like the real situation? Like, do you have players who are going and saying, "Oh no, I think we should be playing this Korean guy instead of this," or we might as well, if we play this guy, we can start comming in all Korean or something, and then we'll be better because we can all understand and speak faster.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure, but I think it was just KDG maybe? KDG and Moby, they were like, guys, we are starting to lose. Let's just speak everybody Korean because we struggle to understand English and speak it as easy as Korean, of course. So just everybody go Korean. It's gonna be easier. The gonna be, I mean, better. So you just trust them because I mean we are winning everything so far. So just yeah, let them cook. Uh, but yeah, just going full Korean. YOLO. Hope for the best.
Yeah, because then you get to, I think the main melee, you get to the playoffs, but you lose out to Florida.
Yep.
This was when it was Orisa Sig meta, which was actually probably Florida's best meta, so you maybe got a bit unlucky to draw them so early. But then in the summer showdowns, you do better, you get to the finals. This is when it's like Orisa Sig Bat Brig, but you lose to Paris in the finals. This is when it was like Hambin, the Hambin Sparkle, but also Ben Best version of Paris when it was a true mix of cultures. And then second again in the next one. This is maybe where the forever second conversations start coming into play. And at this point, Fury's played all of these as well, I think, at this point. At
Yeah.
least all of the games in the playoffs themselves. So, is there a point in this season where you sort of start changing your approach to then maybe not be less competitive competing for the spot, but think, is there another way I can help the team, or is there something that I can contribute outside of this?
Yeah, I mean it's tough because we have like a really good coaching staff, so I don't want to be like in the middle, be like, huh, you should do this and not this, and then the coaching is gonna be like, wait, who told him to do that? So it's always very messy to try to like be the middleman. So I just let the coaches cook, and yeah, just try to be the like the funny guy in the office, try to make everybody laugh and have a good time and not each other hate each other. So yeah, just try to be the goofy man. Do interview as much as possible so like the players can focus on the game and not be too stressful because the English is bad. And yeah, I just take the mascot role kinda.
Is this where, when did you start streaming at this point as well? Or did this happen earlier? When does that sort
Uh,
of intersect with?
yeah, I mean I started streaming like very early because I was like I'm not gonna be good at this game forever, so I just need to build my brand and try to like snowball. So yeah, I started streaming season one, I think, a bit before with Gamers Origin, but nobody really watched. And then season one, everybody was like, "Oh my god, Pokemon, that's cool." Uh, but yeah, I still kept streaming even more on season three. I was like bench. I was like, guys, do I really need to come to the office? I'm not playing. Should I just start live?
Already
And they were
hovering
like,
over the button.
yeah, they were like, okay, sure.